everybody. My name is Sonja Parker and I am a physical therapist, and I just thought that now would be a good time to go through some gentle range of motion exercises that would be safe for pretty much anyone to do while they're stuck at home right now. So just wanted to take you through kind of a full body range of motion. We all need to maintain our joint health and our muscle strength and everything else that we're not using as much of since we are stuck at home right now. So this will just be an introductory video to take you through some general range of motion. As I said, we won't really get into too much strengthening right now, but this is just to kind of get you started if you have not been doing very much exercise. If you haven't been able to get out and move around too much, this is just a video to get you started. So I'm glad you're joining me. This will be fun. The first thing that we need to talk about is posture, because I want you to be sitting in a nice firm chair and maybe scoot out so you're sitting on the front edge of the chair so that you're not leaning back against the back of the chair. But I want you sitting up really nice and tall. So sometimes we think about this as if we're being pulled up by a string, like a puppet, from the back top part of our head. So we're really lengthening up our spine. We're all the way up toward the ceiling. And we want to just start as tall as we can. Our chest is lifted. Our bellies are engaged just a little bit, just enough to hold us in that nice straight position. So now that we are sitting up nice and straight and tall, we'll start doing our range of motion exercises. So the first one is just going to be turning your head. So we're going to turn all the way to one side as if you're trying to look over your shoulder, and then come back to the center, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side, and then come back to center. We'll do that a couple more times, all the way to one side, gently, slowly, then bringing it back to center, taking it all the way to the other side. And you might notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. And then we'll go all the way to this side. This time we're going to hold it for a few seconds just to get a little bit more of a stretch. Good. Now bring it back to the center. And then we'll go all the way over to the other side. And again, we're going to hold this last one for a few seconds to get a little bit more of a stretch. Good. Then bring it back to center. So next we'll go to the side. So this one is just tipping your ear down towards your shoulder. So your face will be facing straight towards me, but then we're going to just tip your ear to your shoulder. And one thing that a lot of people tend to do on this is hunch their shoulder up toward their ear. And I want you to make sure that doesn't happen. So let's try it to the other side. Keep your shoulders down and just feel the stretch on the side of the neck. Good. Back up to center. And now we'll go down to the other side. Keep the shoulders down as you're stretching the side of your neck. We'll do it one more time to each side. And this time we're going to hold it for a few seconds. Keep those shoulders down. Don't let them come up. Back up to center. And then down to the other side. Sometimes I think about trying to push my shoulder blades back down into my back pockets if I had pants on with pockets. Just kind of gives you a reminder to keep everything down, the shoulders down as you're stretching your neck. Okay, good. So now we're going to just take this in a diagonal direction. So we're going to take our noses and point them down toward one of your feet, as if you're trying to see something on your shoe. So it's a diagonal stretch. And then we'll bring it up to center, and then we'll take it down to the other side. So look down toward your other shoe, and you should feel this stretch right on the diagonal part of your neck. So it's not the back, it's not the side, it's right in between those. Come back up to center. We'll do a couple more in each direction. Looking down, come up, look down to the other side, and come up. We're still keeping our shoulders down. Down to that first side. This time we're going to hold it for a few seconds and just really enjoy that stretch on your neck. And then we'll bring it up to center and we'll take it down to the other side. and then back up to center. Perfect. Now let's just go straight down. So here I want you to tuck your chin in and then curl your head down so that you feel that stretch up the back of your neck. And then reverse that, come right back up. Start with a chin tuck in and then look all the way down toward your belly button. Come right back up to center. And then one more time, chin tuck in and then look down. Hold this one for a few seconds. This one you should feel on the back of your neck, right up and down along your spine, and then come back to center. Good. So let's now move on to our shoulders. So let's start with my favorite, the shoulder rolls, just rolling the shoulders back. Nice, big, luxurious shoulder rolls. So you're taking your shoulders all the way up towards your ears and then rolling them back and then rolling them all the way down as far as they go. Hunch them up, roll them back, and all the way down. Let's just do a couple more of those. I think this one feels so good on those sore neck muscles. Good, one more here. Perfect. Okay, now let's take our arms up. So reach your arms right up in front of you, just as far as they comfortably go. And then let's let them fall down to the sides, palms facing up toward the ceiling. Good. Let's do that again. So right up in front of us as far as they go. And then let them roll back and down, just like an extension of that last exercise that we did, the shoulder rolls. This is just an extension of that. So hands go all the way up, and then we'll bring them back and around and float them down, palms up. So now you should feel like your chest is nice and loose and open, really lifting that chest as we go through this one. Beautiful. All right, let's take one arm up from the side. Again, palm up right overhead, and just reach for the sky. Good, and now we'll let that one float down. We'll let the other one float up. And really reach for the sky. Beautiful. Here we go again, other side. This time we'll take it over a little further. Just making a nice curve so that you feel the stretch kind of down the side of your torso there. Good. Take it to the other side. Just a little further this time. Really stretching through that whole shoulder down the side of the body. Beautiful. Good. Okay, so let's go down to the elbows now. So let's start with our hands by our sides, palms facing out, and we're just going to bend the elbows up as far as they go and let them go down as straight as they can go. Again, just going through the full range of motion, all the way down and all the way up. Good. Now let's come back to halfway, that halfway point, and let's do palms down and palms up. So we're just rotating our forearms basically from palms down to palms up. And then let's take it just the wrists, okay? So we'll start palms down and let's just bring our wrists back and down and back and down as far as they can go. Good. Let's do wrist circles. Good. Motion is lotion. Our joints love this. Okay, and now let's just do hands open and close. Fingers open and close, as wide as they go and then as tight as they go. Perfect. So now let's talk about our spines. Let's do some range of motion for our spines. So again, most of us tend to gravitate toward this flexed posture just from all the sitting that we do every day. So we want to reverse that. We're going to try to sit up nice and straight and arch back the other way. Good. Come back to center and let's just let ourselves curl down, and then let's straighten up and take it in the other direction, arching back, lifting the chest. Beautiful. This time let's go down a little further. So we're going to reach down all the way down toward the floor. Again, just as far as you can comfortably go. And then run your hands right back up your legs, back up to our straight sitting, and then arch it back the other way. Lift the chest, drop the shoulders. Good, and we'll do it one more time like that. So run your hands down your legs, curling over, nice and slow and easy, just down as far as you go. And then come right back up, sitting up nice and tall, and let's arch back the other way. Just lift your chest toward the ceiling. Beautiful. Great. Okay, so now we're going to do a little rotation here of our spines. So again, start by sitting up nice and straight, and we're just going to rotate. So we're going to start with the head turn like we did in the beginning, but we're going to keep it going, and we're going to have our shoulders go with us now. And I'm going to take my opposite hand across my lap here and just help myself go a little further there. And then I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So start by looking over your shoulder, and then let your shoulders come with you and turn as far as you can. Maybe bring your hand across your lap here to get a little more stretch through the spine. Good. Let's do it one more time in each direction. Turn as far as you can one way. Good. Back to center, very slow and gentle all the way to the other side. Good. Very nice. And then we'll take one more stretch down to the side. So we'll do it similar to what we did with the shoulder exercise before. We're going to bring one arm up and over as long as that's not too uncomfortable for your shoulder. This time we're going to really focus on the side stretch. So the other hand will be reaching down toward the floor. Again, stay within your comfort level. Never push through pain. Good. Come on up. Might be a little bit uncomfortable just because we maybe haven't done this in a while. So you might feel a little bit stiff, but it shouldn't feel painful. Good. And let's bring the other one up and stretch over. Again, we're really focusing on the side stretch now, all the way down through the torso. Good. And one more time to this side. Beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the hips. So you might want to sit back a little further in your chair just so you feel more secure, but I still would prefer that you're not leaning back against your chair. Okay, and we're going to just start with hip flexion. So we're just going to lift that knee, one knee up as high as you can, and then lift the other knee up as high as you can. Good. Bring it up again. Maybe this time, maybe you'll pull it in with your hands a little bit and let it go. Bring the other one up, maybe pull in with your hands a little bit. Good. One more time, but this time we'll hold it a little bit, so maybe pull in with your hands. Good. And just enjoy that nice stretch in the hip. We'll do it one more time on the other side. Hold it for a few seconds this time. Perfect. So let's take our legs out wide and then back together. Good. Out to the side and back together. And one more time, out to the side and back together. And then let's just do another stretch where we're going to turn and maybe and let this back leg reach it back out behind us. So again, I'm sitting far enough forward on my chair that it allows this leg, this outer leg toward you, to be able to move in this direction, and I'm really reaching that heel back behind me here. So I'm feeling a nice little stretch on the front of my hip here. Bring it back in, take it back. Good, we'll do that one more time. Really reach that heel back toward the other direction. Feel that stretch on the front of your hip. Good, and then we'll take it over to the other side, so just turn your legs the other way. Again, you should be sitting far enough out on your chair at this point that you are able to move this leg back behind you, just like this. And bring it back. Take it back again, really reaching that heel out. And back. And one more time, all the way back there. And you should feel that again on the front of your hip right here. These muscles get really tight from all the sitting that we tend to do, so it's so important to keep them stretched out. Good. All right, back around to the front. Again, scoot back into your chair a little bit. If you need to lean back against the back of your chair for these, you can. But if you feel fine sitting up straight, you can go ahead and keep sitting up as tall as you can. But we're just going to move to the knees. So we're going to extend the leg up. So that leg is going as straight as it goes, and then let it come back as far as it goes. Hopefully you have a chair that allows you to bend that knee back further. Good. Straighten it up. As straight as that leg, that knee will go. Pay attention to what your knee is doing. And now bend it back as far as you can. Good. We'll go up one more time. Get it as straight as you can get it. Hold it. Good. And then let it come right back down. We'll repeat that with the other side. So straighten out that knee. And bring that foot back so you're bending the knee as far as you can. And then we'll bring it up again. Make sure you're paying attention to what the knee is doing. We're trying to get it as straight as possible. Bring it back. And last time, straighten it out. Hold it nice and straight. Hold it for a few seconds. Great, and let it come back down. And then the last thing that we'll finish with is our ankles. So let's hold one leg out. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight at this point, but we want to keep the hip still and the knee still. So we're just moving the ankle up and down, just as far as it will go in each direction. Good, and then we'll move it in and out. Same thing, just as far as it goes. This is where it might be tempting to let your knee and hip move too, but keep those things still. So all the movement's happening at the ankle, and then we'll do circles in one direction and circles back in the other direction. And you might even want to put your hands right on your knee to make sure that's not moving, because we want the ankle to get the full benefit of that. All right, other side. Get the leg out almost straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And we're going to keep that knee still, and we're going to just move the ankle up and down as far as it goes in each direction. Good. Let's take it in and out. And then circle around one way. And circle around the other way. Very good. All of this is motion for those joints. And you know what they say, motion is lotion. It really does lubricate the joints. So that is it for this group of exercises. Again, this is just an introductory video. I plan to do other videos focusing more on strength and flexibility, on specific parts of the body, all ways that we can keep ourselves moving and keep our bodies as healthy as possible. Thanks for joining me, and keep your eyes open for the next video. Bye.